to order.
Liz?
Here.
Lil? Here. Ken?
Here.
Greg?
Here.
Denise?
Here.
Jason?
Here.
Leah?
And can I get a motion to adopt the agenda?
So move.
Second.
Liz? We're doing a roll call all the way.
Oh, yes.
Lil?
Yes.
Ken?
Yeah.
Greg?
Yeah.
Denise?
Yes.
Jason?
Yes.
Go ahead.
And now we need to election for chair and vice chair.
Could you speak a little louder?
We're going to do the election for the chair and the vice chair of the board.
This is fun. I'll nominate Greg Mix for the chairman of our,
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
aye.
Liz?
Aye.
Lil?
Aye.
Ken?
Aye.
Greg, you can't. Denise? Denise?
Aye.
Jason?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Sure. Motion for vice chair.
Motion. Liz?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Lil?
Yes. Aye.
Ken?
Aye.
Greg?
Aye.
Denise?
Aye.
Jason?
Aye.
You ready? Okay, we're ready to start moving on this. Mike and Jesse, on your conditional use permit for your 316 Fourth Avenue Street. We saw your packet, love the packet, but could you please come up to the mic and explain to us how many beds that is again, so that everybody on the on the board can hear that?
All right, so ours is a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom. So we have, if you need to know number of beds, I got a queen bed in one bedroom, full bed in the other, and 2 twins. And then I do have a pull-out couch that can serve as a queen if we need to.
A total of 8?
Total of 8,
Okay.
yeah.
On your parking on the east side of the building with the snow, is that gravelled?
That's an alley. So,
So where are you gonna put, where's
so
your
we have parking on the front, on the street frontage. And then we also have some, you know, you can park, we allow them to pull in and park beside the building, and so they can fit a couple cars there and then one in the building as well.
Okay. We really appreciate the packet you put in. You made some good effort to get that into us. We just wanted you to speak on behalf of how many people you're gonna have in. I would like to just say that I'd like to also have Dave come up and tell us on each unit what's his bed situation, what's the people, starting with, house number 514 Fifth Avenue West, and we'll just go right down the list.
Okay, 514 is a two-bedroom. 303 is a three-bedroom. 706 is a three-bedroom.
Okay,
12,
Dave, slow down just a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's go back to 514. 514 is what? How many bedrooms?
514 is a two-bedroom.
Two-bedroom. How many tenants are you planning on in that two-bedroom?
That would have capacity of 4.
Three oh three,
Okay, that currently has 3 bedrooms, and that
One
has a
in the basement?
capacity of, what's that?
Is one in the basement?
Yes, and that has an egress
It
window.
does have an egress.
Yeah. So that would have a capacity of 6,
6.
and I think there's a twin in there too, so they're probably 7.
7 people.
Yeah.
So we do have a second floor on that one, and we do have a basement,
Yeah.
correct? And are we placing tenants in the second floor?
What's that?
Are we putting tenants in the second floor?
Well, there's a basement and a first floor.
Okay, by the drive-by, it looks like it had a second floor in it, second story.
On 303?
303, if I got it right? No?
No, that's not a second floor.
Okay, all right,
That's a little tiny.
okay. Seven oh six, Dave?
706 would have three beds, six people. Main floor.
Twelve oh one First Avenue West,
That would be a 3-bedroom, capacity 6.
eight ten First Avenue East,
That's a 4-bedroom.
eight people,
Yeah, that could hold 9.
could do 9.
Yeah.
Okay. And the reason why I'm going through this, Dave, is because in the packet form, we should have had, you know, we should have had this information brought to us already. That's why I'm going through every one to ask you. It says justification of conditional use. In order for us to make this, we have to have these
Okay.
answered.
I guess I wasn't aware of that.
Okay. So then a 201 Second Avenue East?
201 is a 2-bedroom. That would have a capacity of 4.
209 Third Avenue East?
That's a 2-bedroom, capacity of 4.
217 Third Avenue East?
That's a 4-bedroom, capacity of 8. And 2 of the bedrooms are in the basement, and they both have egress windows.
Third Avenue East?
That's a 4-bedroom, capacity of 8.
306 Third Avenue East.
That's a two-bedroom, capacity of 4.
Does that have a basement, Dave?
It does, but no bedrooms in the basement.
Okay. Everybody with us so far? 309 Third Avenue East.
That's a two-bedroom, capacity of 4.
Three 318 Third Avenue East.
That's a 4-bedroom, 1 bedroom in the basement with egress.
Total of 8 people, Dave?
Yeah.
Okay. Six 19 Third Avenue East.
2-bedroom, capacity of 4.
And again, just a question, no basement?
On 619, no bedrooms in the basement.
Okay. Three oh one Fourth Avenue East.
That's a 2-bedroom, capacity of 4.
Three oh seven Fourth Avenue East.
That's a 1-bedroom with a twin in the living area, so there'd be 3.
Question, no basement? Basement?
No beds in the basement.
Is there an apartment building in back of that one?
Yeah, that isn't being
That's
used
not
for anything.
included, okay.
So the apartment building in back is not being used, Dave?
No.
Okay.
No, there's no water, electricity, or anything to it.
Four 13 Second Avenue, or Second Street East.
That's a 3-bedroom, capacity of 6.
Basement or no basement?
There is a basement, but no beds in the basement.
Okay. One 5th Avenue East.
That's a 3-bedroom. So, and there's a twin in there, so that'd be capacity of 7.
I go back, basement, Dave, does it have a basement?
It has a basement, no beds in the
No
basement.
beds? Okay. Three 310 5th Avenue East.
That's a 4-bedroom. That'd have a capacity of 8.
I got a question on here, Dave, is it a basement or no basement?
There is a basement, but no beds in the basement.
And is that a second story on
Yeah.
that house?
2 beds up on the 2nd floor and 2 bedrooms on the main.
Okay.
No, there's 3 on top and 1 on the main floor.
317 Fifth Avenue East.
That's a two-bedroom. Capacity of 3.
Two oh four Seventh, is that Seventh?
That's two bedrooms and a twin, so it'd be 5.
401 Seventh Avenue East.
That's a 5-bedroom.
Looking at 10 people.
Yeah.
Four oh five Seventh Avenue East.
That has a queen and a twin. Capacity of 3. It has 1 bedroom and then the twin that's an extra room.
One twelve Ninth Avenue East.
That's a 3-bedroom. 2 up, 1 in the basement with egress.
Does it have a second floor on it, Dave?
No.
No, okay. One 9th Avenue East.
That's a 2-bedroom. 4 would be the capacity.
I think that takes care of all those, right? All right, Dave, you can take a seat. Everybody good up here? I think we'll start with Mike and Jesse's application. Is there anybody in the room that would like to speak up publicly, complain? Anything at that piece of property? I see nobody's up to disagree with that one. Okay, I'd like to place that up for vote. To allow Mike and Jesse for the conditional use permit. And the reason why I go with that is Jesse's already filed a lodging permit with the state and is already processing that as a lodge. So they are making the steps to move forward on it. I've been on the property and have not seen any issue with the parking. I truly see 5 places to park over there. So there's truly no issues at this end right now at this point. So I see no reason not to approve Jesse and Mike's conditional use permit for 316 Fourth Street. Did I get a second?
A second.
Liz?
Yes.
Will? Ken?
Yeah.
Greg?
Yes.
Denise?
Yes.
Jason?
Yes.
Leah?
Yes.
Motion moved to approve.
All right, next on the list, I would like, because there's so many, we have 24, we can go down each address. And I first would like to hear any for or against complaints on every one. So with item for Dave,
Can I just make one general statement before you go through this many? I want you to consider where all of these are. There's only 5 houses that are not in the area where I live, which is right here, southeastern part of the city. It would wipe out whole blocks of residents. I'm sorry, Dave. I didn't know you were applying for this many.
ma'am, can you come up and speak at the mic?
I live on a block where there's 6 houses. We have 4 landlords. I'm the only homeowner. And they're not just long-term renters on our block, they're residents. They go to our school, the kids do. They were born in Mobridge, raised in Mobridge, work in Mobridge. And just on my block, that would be 3 permits. And I just can't see 3 of those families gone. I just didn't realize there were this many in that area of town. So I just want you to consider dispersing them out more throughout the city. What it would do to the southeastern part of Mobridge, it would be devastating. We have people fixing up homes for renters right now, and that's what we need. And so, think about, you already thought about the parking, and that's great, but think about where all of these are in location to each other. All but 5 of them are in the southeastern part of Mobridge. And I just don't think that is really fair to our side of town. You bought a house, you bought my mom's house and fixed it up. There's a lady living there, and we like that. We don't want them all to be B&Bs. So I'm gonna leave because I'm just overwhelmed with how many there are. And I just think there's probably a lot of residents here that live in some of the homes, so consider that.
Before you leave, ma'am, could I get your address?
I'm at 205 Third Avenue East. And I don't have any problem with some of them being Airbnbs, because I love people coming to Mobridge, but not so many in one area. It's just it would be overwhelming, I think, for our population. And I call them residents, not long-term renters. They work here and they spend a lot of money here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I believe the best way to go about this is to just go down the list again. I don't think that if we just pick one out, I think we just go down and if somebody has a complaint or for it. Yeah.
What I did is I'm waiting to see which ones of these pass and which ones don't. All these properties except for 8 are long-term rentals. What I need to know is what the city council, their zoning ordinance is gonna do. If any of these don't pass that R, then I've gotta move to a different house. So there's a good chance these houses are gonna stay as long-term. I've just gotta be able to move once I see what the zoning ordinance is gonna be started next month. I'm not planning on putting in 24 Airbnbs. I'm just doing the first step on the capacity to do this. If I need to move to a different property, I'm not gonna do 24 Airbnbs. I just need the things in place to move when I want to see, you know, once I see what the ordinance is gonna be.
Yeah, we're with you on that one, Dave. I mean,
A lot of my renters have been with me for a long time,
yeah,
you know.
the ordinance that's coming into play is, I don't know how familiar the group is with it, but I'm not gonna speak upon that today because our job is just to either give you a conditional use permit or not.
Okay.
For either what you state in here, long-term or short-term rentals, correct? So it's both, so.
Okay. I just wanted to, so people don't think I'm doing 24 of them.
Dave, what's gonna happen to, say you get a permit for a home that has renters in it, what's gonna happen to those renters then?
I've gotta see which ones of mine that are currently Airbnbs. I've got 10 of them that are currently Airbnbs. And if those don't pass, then I may have to move to a different property or eliminate it or sell it or.
So if somebody's in that house, you get the permit, are you going to evict them?
No. No, but I have the, all this does is gives me the capacity to down the road. If a house on one side of the street is an Airbnb and one opens up across the road and it has better parking to the ass, whatever, makes a better Airbnb, you know, but this all has to happen before we apply, you know, for the, you know, we gotta see what the variance is gonna be. I can only handle so many well, the town can only handle so many Airbnbs.
Right.
Otherwise, the market's flooded and you ain't gonna rent none of them, you know. Did that answer your question?
So again, I'd like to put people up at the mic. We could take this as a package deal. So if there's anybody that wants to talk about any one of Dave's properties that are on this list, please come up to the mic.
Oh, hello. Sorry, everybody. My name is Lito Starkweather, my wife Connie. So we just moved to Mobridge probably 2 years ago. So my concern is I don't have a problem him having his Airbnb. It's the parking that we're talking about. Now, the spot that he has, which is across from me, is gonna take, it says a capacity of 7 people. Well, those guys gonna,
So, right, let's stop you a second.
that, I live on 120 Fifth Avenue East, so he's across, I think it's 115. Yeah, it's 115 Fifth Avenue East. Now, he says that's got capacity of 7 people, right? So those guys gonna have 7 vehicles. Where are they gonna park at? That's my concern.
I've got the whole backyard.
Is that gonna, is that gonna fill 7 vehicles or?
There's never 7 vehicles, there's maybe 2 or.
Because I know my experience, I've rented Airbnbs, and I've had friends come over with their trucks and
Right.
their boats, and that takes up spots.
That's been an Airbnb for over a year.
Okay.
Have you noticed the problem?
No, I haven't. That's just it, that's the reason I'm here. I don't want the problem.
Right, Dave, let him speak and then you can come back up and say
You know,
your
so
side.
yeah, we've been there for 2 years now. He's right, it hasn't been no problem. But yet, I didn't know there's gonna be 7 people gonna be in that Airbnb. Now, again, I'm okay with it. It's just when they start bringing their friends, their families with the vehicles, it's gonna be a congestion on parking. That's all. So if there's a way to control that, great, go for it. But I don't know. I mean, first, it's in a residential area. Again, we're new here. There's a reason why we moved here. It's quiet, and we wanna keep it that way. So that's the only thing I had to say. I mean, if you guys could help it out, great, go for it. But again, we have friends, they wanna come visit, hang out with us, and they all have vehicles, right? So, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dave, which one's your current on your list? What are your 10 Airbnbs? That you said that 10 of them are Airbnbs now, or that's what you use them as?
303 4th Street West.
So I would take note of these, and maybe those are the ones that we need to be looking at. Because I don't know all the zoning laws, but I don't think you can just get approved for so many and then move them from house to house. He's gonna need a conditional use for each one of those.
That's what I'm doing.
That is correct. Dave is filing for conditional use on each property.
Okay, but he was mentioning that he would have one, and if it doesn't work out, then he can move it across the street.
But he would have to come back and refile.
Okay, that's what I would, yeah, so I think I would just identify the ones that are your 10.
That's why I'm doing the conditional use permits on them, so that once I find out what the ordinance is gonna be as to what I'm gonna do.
Okay. But yeah, I'd identify those 10, and then they can
Okay.
look at those. That's what I would say.
So Dave, you're gonna identify the 10 you have right now listed at Airbnbs?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we still have to take concerns from everybody that has a concern about the other potentials as well.
Correct.
Yeah.
303 4th Street West. 810 First Avenue East. 309 Third Avenue East. 301 Fourth Avenue East. 307 Fourth Avenue East. 115 Fifth Avenue East. 204 Seventh Avenue East. 405 Seventh Avenue East.
And that's it? Okay. Eight. Two.
So those would be the bed and breakfast and everything else.
They're not bed and breakfast, they're just a furnished full house.
Okay.
And those are currently being ran as Airbnbs right now, today,
Yeah.
without conditional use permits, just, so in other words,
They're all run through the motel. They're on the website.
right, which you thought was the correct way? Is there anybody else that has any objections or for any of these units? Please come up and come to the mic.
My name is Raymond Race. I live out west of Mobridge here, out towards Trail City on Highway 20. And I own a house in town here on 4th Avenue East, 618. And my understanding is that the house on the south side of it is gonna be opened up as a lodge. I guess my question is, what type of a lodge are we talking about? Is this gonna be family oriented? Or a fisherman's paradise? Or a hunting lodge? Cause if it's gonna be a hunting lodge, we could have hunting dogs and everything else in the yard raising cane. Or vice versa. I mean, anybody coming into town, fishermen, you know, when they get to be a crowd of them, you know, they can, if fishing isn't any good, they're gonna do their next thing. And my concern is, with this house there next to it is it gonna be a noisy neighborhood or is it gonna be quiet? Cause as of now, it's a quiet neighborhood and I just can't imagine that we could allow a lodge, which I feel is a business type of thing, into the residential area.
Are you talking strictly about the address across from you, across the street on, which address are you talking? Is it one of Dave's
This
properties?
right to the south side.
Is that 307 or 301?
I don't know, it'd be out on Fourth Avenue East. And the house that I got, there's a 618.
I mean, at this point, on our records, we don't show anything going. We got 301 Fourth Avenue East and 307 Fourth Avenue East.
Well, I don't know the letter I had from the city here.
Okay.
What?
Are you on Third or Fourth?
Fourth.
I've got one on here for 619 Third Avenue East.
Well, this is one right on the south side of my house. That is,
South side of you?
that is supposed to open up as a lodge. It's sitting empty now.
You're at 618 Fourth Avenue East?
Yep. Right across the street from, I don't know what they call that building now, but it used to be kind of a church or something at one time.
There's a 619 Third Avenue East, right?
What?
619, are you 618?
618, Fourth
18 Third?
Avenue. Fourth Avenue.
Oh, this one right here in the corner.
It's the old church building that was,
Is it on the opposite corner, that church, the old church building? Is it on
Yep.
the corner, red roof,
Oh.
red steel roof? That's the house you're talking about?
It don't have a steel roof, it's just a kitty corner across the street.
Yeah, okay. It's this one down here in the corner. These there.
It's a small house, it's just a one-bedroom house,
You
but
got it, Jason?
Okay. Ray, I know where you're at now. The two that will be by, are right across the street, and it's down to the south of you. It's across the street to the south, so it's not right next to your house.
this particular house is right next to my house.
Oh, is it the one behind him? It's across the alley. Is it across the alley?
No, it's just, you know where 618 of Fourth Avenue is?
Mm-hmm, I see your house.
Okay, it's just right on the south side of it.
Chris Lang owns that house.
So Jason, is it in our zone? Is it one that,
Well,
there?
it's within, it's kitty corner on the same block. It's south,
But it's none of,
southwest.
none of them up tonight?
none of Dave's, yeah.
I don't know the guy's first name, but the guy right on the north side of me on there is a Fritz.
Yep, Daryl Fritz. It's this one.
Right here. Raymond, the letter that you received from me was for the
318,
318, does that sound right?
mailbox is 618. I could be wrong, I don't know, but it's on Fourth Avenue.
Yep, so to be the 301 and 307 Fourth Avenue that Dave has the two applications in for, would be for those two.
It wouldn't be next to this 301 that you're talking?
No,
It's
no,
not right
it's
next
not
to
right
it.
next to you, it's at the end of the block.
Southwest of you.
Yep, southwest of to your house.
I guess my next question is, why did the city inform me then of this property?
So that you could come here tonight and voice your opinion.
If it's across the street or down the street, I guess I don't have a problem with it. It's just what's next to me there that was supposed to be considered as a lodge, you know, and my question is it gonna be family oriented? Or is it gonna be a fisherman's paradise or a hunting lodge?
Okay. Well, we could definitely look into that one next to you then, if that's what you've heard. Heard that one's supposed to be.
You know, and the house there that I own there, I don't know, I don't know if they're 40-foot lots. Maybe they're 50 wide. But, if I get one pickup in there with a boat, the whole front end of my house is taken up. I mean, there's no parking there. I realize those are city streets, but still.
Yes. Yeah, we're aware of the parking. So,
You know, if it's gonna open up as a lodge, who knows how much parking it's gonna take to accommodate it.
so we do have ordinances on parking and how much they need, so we are looking closely at that. So it's a major concern of what we have up here. But the two that we're looking at tonight, 301 and 307, you're good with those?
I'm not really aware just where they're located at.
Okay.
Just southwest of you in the corner of the block.
Southwest.
Southwest on that corner of the same block.
Well, I guess I don't have an issue with that. Yeah.
There's 301, 307, there's Carlson's.
Is this Fourth Avenue here? Yep. See, and I live over somewhere in the, no, I guess I don't have a concern if that's the location that,
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Rick.
yep.
Is there anybody else? Please come up.
My name is Stan Silvernagel, and I own 4 houses here in town that are, at this point, they're long-term rentals. I would like everybody to consider the fact of how much money that Dave has invested in this town and the taxes that he pays. And, you know, I think that it's obvious that he's not trying to kick people out and take rentals away from people. I mean, he's in it for the same reason that I am, I'm sure, is that's to make money. And I think that he should be allowed the option to, at least for some of the properties, to put them as a Airbnb which I would maybe like the same option if my renters moved out. I mean, I agree with him. I'm not out to put people out on the street, you know. I put a lot of money into my properties. I pay a lot of taxes in this town. And, you know, I think that it's only fair that for, you know, and like he said, if he floods the market out, you know, then they're not gonna be rented and they're gonna be sitting there not making any money. So I don't think that's really what his intention is. And I've never really considered Airbnb with my properties because the people that are in them have been in them a long time and they work here and, you know, do business here. And I have no reason to, you know, to do anything different with them. I'm not a greedy person. You know, I don't overcharge them on the rent. I try to keep it where it's affordable for them to live here. I understand there is a housing problem in this town. I think some of that is brought on by some of the rules and the regulations that are imposed upon the people that live here. And I don't think that Dave is really out of line with what he's trying to do here. So that's my opinion. And obviously, like I said, I would like the option as a landowner and a rental owner that if the people say, hey, you know what, we're moving out, we're gonna go about our business, I would like that same option to say, you know what, maybe I could make more money as an Airbnb, and maybe I do have the parking for it. I mean, there's some legitimate concerns with these people on the parking, and people, you know, going in and having wild parties and stuff like that. I understand, you know, there can be a lot of issues that need to be taken into consideration. But I think as long as there's proper guidelines that are set forth on what's gonna happen, that, you know, like I said, there again, the taxes in this town are like outrageous compared to other. The $150,000 house in Rapid City, South Dakota is like $1,600 a year. $150,000 house in Sioux Falls is like $1,800 a year. I have a $150,000 house in this town. Taxes are $2,600 a year. So I'm just saying that he has a lot of money invested, a lot of time, a lot of effort. You know, he invested in Mobridge. He took a risk. So I don't think that it's right to penalize him for that because he's obviously stated what his objective is here, you know, and it's not to put people out on the street. That's not what his objective is. His objective is to make money, which is the same objective that I have, which is the same reason that I invested in this town, which I will say, as much as I disagree with leadership in this town, it is a very good investment. I've always had a really good return on my properties, you know, and I'm really happy that I did invest in Mobridge. I will say that. So I just want everybody to take that into consideration, you know, that he's got a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of effort tied up into this, the same that I do. So, thank you for your time.
Thank you. Yes, yes, please.
Yeah, Larry Hepper. I live at 1221, just north of Dave's 1201. Yeah, I don't see any problems. Plenty of parking. I just don't see an issue. I have not heard anybody address what if there is problems. Can this decision be reversed or something, or call the police and see what happens? Call Dave, and like I say, I really don't.
Well, it's, the law will be laid out in the Airbnb packet about how they're gonna handle issues if he has complaints against them. So it's just like any other thing we have going here now. There's a nuisance call or something on it,
Okay.
you know, penalties or loss of license for that year or whatever. It's laid out in the
I really have no
new
concerns,
packet.
Dave.
In the next stage on
Right.
zoning.
Yeah,
Right, correct.
I believe in personal property rights, and they're your properties, so. In the Second Amendment too, so, if it gets out of hand.
Yes.
I'm Tyler Paul from 402 7th Street West, about the 706 3rd Avenue West. Our main concern is just who's coming in and out. And there's no long-term where you don't get to know them, and our children's safety, or just trying to keep our kids safe. If you don't know who's coming in night to night, day to day, we have to treat our house like a hotel instead of an apartment building or a house, because there's always someone new next to you. But
What's your address, Tyler?
402 7th Street West. We got lots of kids running around our neighborhoods and just want to make sure that they stay safe. And we also had the same concern that if we did have persistent problems, that maybe it would get canceled or we'd turn back to full-term rental or.
Yeah, once again, in the Airbnb that's gonna be passed, or that's coming up, it's gonna say in there what is gonna happen if he gets, or anybody gets complaints on there. And it's a little bit, it's kinda standard operation. You know, if he gets, complaints from the neighborhood after and if he gets his license, he will be, it'll be suspended for up to a period of time or fined or however it is laid out in there. So there will be an avenue to go if it doesn't turn out right, you know.
I do wanna say that he has had long-term rentals in there, and we've never had a problem, it's always been fine. We're more concerned about the Airbnb side of having random people coming and going.
Anything else?
And that's it.
Okay, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Anybody else have any complaints? Pluses, minuses? I see some people that haven't been up here. Everybody's good? Yes, sir?
I got one other question here. Dave, if he's considering, putting in lodges in town here, and I hope he continues, because I think Mobridge could use a few more lodges, and, more power to him, if he can make it work.
Yes.
And, like I said, and keep control of it.
Yes. With lodges, it's another different window. So he's just trying to get Airbnb rentals and long-term rentals this time, but, so
Well,
there's
that's kinda
different
what
phases, you know.
Lodges, to me, is a business oriented. So why would we be setting up all these lodges in the residential district?
These aren't lodges. I mean, they bring traffic in, people we all know. I mean, it's just the way the business is. It's not always say he's gonna have bad people in there. You don't know that. After complaints, the damage would have been done. Or you can just fine them, that's it. I mean, really. If you can keep it away from the resident area, that'd be great. More power to them. But if you got kids running around, we got our grandkids hanging out in our house. I gotta worry about that too also. So Tyler made a good point. It's not like we don't wanna be in business, it's just that the point is you have different traffic each time they rent that Airbnb.
I've been doing this for 5 years and I've never had a complaint.
I get that, and I didn't even know that was across towards that.
I've got these in Mobridge and I've got 4 more in Glenham,
But you
but I've
probably,
never had a
you
complaint.
probably been lucky about that. You probably been lucky that you had good people renting your place.
Yeah.
But what if that one that does something
It
that's,
can be bad.
so, but you're not gonna take the loss, though. You're not just gonna be, I think you're just gonna get fined or closed. What about the family get damaged by that?
I
That
can
action.
put
You don't know that.
people in that I don't want my house damaged either,
Right.
so.
I mean, all the city's trying to do is just get control of what's going on. You know, this avenue, they're going down to try to get the license, permits for Airbnbs. It's just to try to get control of, and a tax base again, you know. It's gonna get the state involved, and Dave knows what they're like, Jesse knows what they're like. And it'll be handled by the state to a certain point that'll make everybody happy. Life safety, health, fire, all that'll be taken by the state. So it's actually a good thing, in most of the situations. Again, the biggest thing we have to deal with as a board is really the parking. The parking's the biggest issue, and the residents, how they feel about the traffic. So,
Can I say a word?
yes, Mike, you may.
Go up there.
Yes, sir, please.
One thing, having the Bridge City Marina and having this one Airbnb, the people that come out to our lodging out at the marina and the people that are at our Airbnb, they take better care of, they are really, really good. I mean, and what the problem is too, is you get a renter, and then that one renter comes in and it's a poor renter, and it's harder to get that renter out than, say, a Airbnb at, it's there for 3 days. I'm just saying that as me and Jesse, we've been out there for 15 years, and I can count on one hand that's some minor scuffles that have gone on. Well, and that was, a guy went into another guy's refrigerator and stole his walleye. So, there's give and takes for both. You can get some renters in that are absolutely horrific, and they're there. An Airbnb, for the most part, they come in, they spend a lot of money, and they take care of your place. And that's over 15 years, that's the experience that I've had.
This is a question that I've had, and I was gonna ask one of you folks. Are there, can you explain to the people about like the process if you get a person in an Airbnb and they're not good? Do they get a bad rating? Does it?
They do get a bad, we can rate, they'll rate us, we can rate them. And if anybody has a complaint, they can call me and I'll go kick their butts out.
You can do that then, right? You can go and kick them out if there's a complaint.
I don't see any,
Yeah, I'm sure.
you can call the police department and they're gone. Airbnb.
But that might only affect the actual person who signed that lease for that Airbnb. What about their friends or the other families that come along with that individual?
Well,
They have no control of that, so, I'm all for everybody, city making the money, I get that. As long as the state can control the actual flow of the traffic or whatever the issue is, that's all I'm saying.
and that's a different, I mean, the Airbnb the city's got their rules, Airbnb has their rules, and they'll be enforced. The health department have their rules and they will be enforced. But I'm saying that as far as the lodges we have at Bridge City Marina and one Airbnb in here, people are absolutely wonderful. So,
Mobridge might not be a hot spot for spring breakers.
no, but it may be.
Yeah.
So that's all I had to put into it.
Thanks. Thank you, Mike.
I would like to say something else.
Please point to the mic.
The people that have the ability to travel and hunt and fish, they don't come out here to, for the most part, don't come out here to, destroy the town, destroy the Airbnb. Yeah, it can happen. I understand that. But if they come out here, for the most part, they're probably pretty good people. They have resources, they have jobs back home. They're not just some random people that just show up, and wanna just raise hell in Mobridge and then leave. Because obviously, if they do that, they're not gonna be invited back again. And I think as long as there are rules and there are repercussions that the owner has to suffer if things do go south, then I think that it's a good thing, because obviously it does bring a lot of outside money into the town.
Yes, I'd agree with you.
So that's all I
I mean,
wanted to say on that, I guess.
The board is not against Airbnbs, of course, I've traveled to Airbnbs all the time. If I own property, I would have Airbnbs because it's the safest way to do it. But we're looking for long-term rentals. We need long-term rentals. So we're trying to cope with that, and it's both difficult sides of the fence. We understand everybody's point out there about having Airbnbs because it's a lot safer, a lot easier to get them out. You got their credit card. Renters, you can't get them out, might not get their money. But on the aspect of the city, you know, we need long-term rentals. It's a need in town, so it's a big concern, and that's why we're trying to get control of it. So, because if not, you're gonna have, everybody's gonna be Airbnbs, because it's the easy way, right? I mean, Dave, you get your money, credit card, if they damage, you charge your credit card, it's a no-loser, it's a no-brainer, you don't lose any money. Renters, yep, you rent. So, but the outlook for the city, we need long-term rentals. That's a problem. To get people in here, we need long-term rentals. Yes, it's wonderful to have places for everybody to stay and everybody making money, but the survival of the city is tax-based, and we need people to come in and live here a long time. So that's why we're looking at it. I mean, it's a tough part to do both, to make everything work, but that's the overall view, you know. So,
I'm gonna ask Mike something. If you, get somebody in out there that's, what do you say, careless and they don't take care of anything and they leave, and, can you go through the state and put their name on a list that the next B and B they go to, they'll get turned away?
How the Airbnb works is if they come and break something or trash my place, leave it dirty, I actually give them a rating on the Airbnb system. And so then I can recommend to the other owners not to rent to them anymore. So that's how that works. Now at the marina, there's no state system. If somebody comes in and breaks something, we just have to deal with that person individually. But the Airbnb does afford us to rate them and say they were bad.
right, but Jesse, at the end of it, you can get recompensated right away from Airbnb if they do break something, because you do have their credit card.
I do have their, well, Airbnb has their credit card. I
Right.
don't, but I can file a complaint with Airbnb and they have
Right.
insurance that would replace it.
Right, correct.
Mhm.
Do we have anybody else? Clayton, you wanna say anything? You good?
I just came here to hear what you just said, and that's what, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Clayton. Anybody else? Okay. Let's give us a moment to write down some stuff here, huh? And Dave, I'm gonna put you back up on the mic, because we're gonna have questions for you as we go down through here. Does the board have any questions for Dave before we get started going down through the list? Everybody good? All right. Dave, I'm gonna do these one by one. So we'll start with, the first item is 514 Fifth Avenue West. We see that 2-bedroom, 4 tenants. By the way, I'm looking at the property, when I drove by, you have front and back parking. And it looks
Correct.
like, if I'm going back, four places. So, again, you have adequate parking on that residence. Was there any complaints on that? No. You know, I
There's a
mean,
phone call in favor of them.
okay. The only thing that, before we go much further, is one thing that members of the board, I hope are thinking about, and Dave, you too, and Airbnb owner, Mike and Jesse, is that when we're talking parking spaces, there's a conflict because we're thinking 20-foot space for one vehicle. Reality is probably 65 or 70% of the time, it's not that. It's a 65-foot boat and truck and trailer, something, you know, ice shack. So that's where conflicting, because if we looked at all the property and said, okay, you know, they're bringing boats, they're bringing trucks. Nobody here has enough parking for that, okay? Nobody does. But nothing in our ordinance states anything different. So we have to go by the one parking space per 2 bedrooms. So that's what we gotta go by. So with that said, we'll start off with 514 Fifth Avenue West. Do I have any motions for the conditional use permit?
I would like to know if the parking is a hard surface or gravelled already. The parking that you propose to use for that location.
Okay, the parking on that is beside it, there's a garage on the side, so you've got a driveway that leads to the garage.
So they'll be using the driveway or the street, not parking
You're right.
on the, okay.
Right. And that one currently isn't an Airbnb.
What difference would it make?
Pardon?
What
You
difference
can't
would it
use
make?
a soft spot for parking, it needs to be a hard surface or gravel.
Right, and right now, that's, you know,
That's
driving
what
by,
it is.
it's all snow. We can't
Well,
tell
you can't
anyway.
tell,
So that, we're leaving it up to Dave to clarify that because he knows the ordinance and we're hoping that he abides by having gravel down. So,
So is it one vehicle per
for,
bedroom or how does that work?
One vehicle per
Two bedrooms.
2 sleeping rooms, so it'll be 2 bedrooms.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So if you got a 2-bedroom, just 2 vehicles, that's it? Or no, there's one vehicle, 2
One
bedrooms.
vehicle. One.
correct.
So the one I'm concerned about, is how many, wait, you said 4 bedrooms, so 115,
That house has 2 bedrooms?
so it's gonna be 2, oh, so it's 1 vehicle then,
Yeah.
okay. Got it.
So see, that's,
But then does that include the boat or the other?
right. So we're stuck with what the ordinance tells us to do and where we can go with that,
Yeah, cause
you know,
you can have 7 people in one house,
right.
there's no way.
So anyways, do I get a motion on the board?
So move.
This is to approve 514 Fifth Avenue West for the conditional use permit. Do I get a second?
Second, I'll second it.
Let's do roll call.
Okay. Liz?
No.
Lil?
Yes.
Ken?
Yeah.
Greg?
Yes.
Denise?
No.
Jason?
Yes.
Leah?
Yes.
Motion to approve.
Motion approved on 514 Fifth Avenue.
So to clarify, you guys are voting on if it can either be short-term or long-term?
Right,
That's his variance, right? That he can put them in either one?
right.
It gives him the opportunity to have the short-term Airbnb.
Correct. But with that in mind, he also now has to, once all this gets complete, he'll have to go to the state and apply for a license. so he has either, just gives them an option for the Airbnb, right? All right, let's look at 303 Fourth Street West. Again, Dave, you got 3 bedrooms, 7 people. Here I read the parking's gonna be front and side.
My parking lot, or my off-street driveway is about 40 by 80. The driveway between those two houses are shared, so half of that is mine. So there's room for 2 boats side by side in off-street parking.
Another appointment. Okay, thank you, Ken. Do I have can I get a motion to approve or deny?
I move to approve.
A second. Who did first? Liz?
Yes.
Lil?
Yes.
Ken? Greg?
Yes.
Denise?
Yes.
Jason?
Yes.
Leah?
Yes.
May me and Jesse be excused?
Yes, sir, you may. Thank you very much.
Thanks for being here.
I was gonna make you stay all night, Mike.
I get my beauty sleep. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's move on to 703, or 706 Third Avenue West.
Based on the concerns from residents, I think we have to kind of answer their plea. I'd make a motion to not approve.
I second that.
Okay, this is to not approve 706. Liz?
Yes.
Lil? Greg?
Yes.
Denise?
Yes? Is that?
Jason?
Yes. Is not,
Leah?
yes.
No.
Yes is no.
Right.
Okay, moving on. 1201 First Avenue West. Again, Dave, I looked at the place, parking looks good. I mean, you got front, you got side. It's kinda tight on the south side there by the garage, there's not much, but you can't park on the
It would
street
be
that
good
way.
for cars,
Yes.
not,
Again, we gotta go by cars,
yeah.
so. I get a motion to approve or disapprove 1201?
I'll motion to approve.
I'll second.
Okay, this is to approve.
This is to approve.
Liz?
Yes.
Lil?
Yes.
Greg?
Yes.
Denise?
Yes.
Jason?
Yes.
Leah?
Yes.
Okay, we move forward. Could I get a motion to approve or disapprove 810 First Avenue East?
I'll move to approve.
I'll second.
Liz?
Yes.
Lil?
Yes.
Greg?
Yes.
Denise?
Yes.
Jason?
Yes.
Leah?
Yes.
Okay. Moving on down. 201 Second Avenue East. Could I get a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Approve or disapprove? Okay.
I'll second.
Liz?
Yes.
Lil?
Yes.
Greg?
Yes.
Denise?
Yes.
Jason?
Yes.
Leah?
Yes.
Okay, moving on, 209 Third Avenue East. We get a motion to approve or disapprove?
This is a
Yes.
tougher area because we've got congestion. I mean,
Correct.
potential congestion in this area. is on-street parking only, correct?
Dave?
Currently, the backyard could be used, but it's not a hard surface, so that would have to be done if it becomes one.
Is this the one with the little garage out back, Dave?
Yeah.
Is there any discussion on it?
Kinda struggling with whether or not we, like, parking wise in that one. That little garage doesn't make it look like there's room in between the alley and the little garage.
There is.
There is?
There is, it's a side driveway. He's got full length, and it goes around the garage. Very little parking up front. I mean, it's enough for one vehicle. But I do believe it's also got a side drive, doesn't it, Dave? It looked like they were parking on the south there.
In the backyard or?
No,
the
on the
front?
front, I thought, on the
No,
south.
there would only be room on the front. I'd have to pour gravel or something to make the back workable. It's not ideal for,
I'll say it straight up, this piece of property worries me because of that garage. I mean, just because I went by and it looked like somebody could live in that or you could use it to live in that, but it's got nothing to do with our decision, but that's just my personal opinion of that lot.
it's not.
But it does have adequate parking. It does have adequate parking.
If you're concerned about that one, I don't mind if you vote no. You know.
You made that
speed
easy.
things up a little bit.
You made that easy. I'll make a motion to disapprove.
I'll second.
Who made the first?
I did.
All in favor? Of denying?
Yep.
Say an aye.
Oh,
Aye.
I deny.
Craig, can you tell us a little bit about the parking on this next one based on what you know? The 217?
We're going by, it looks like we have garage parking. This one here, I do believe they were driving up on the north side of the house. Dave,
Yeah,
parking.
that's all rock, the whole length.
Again, my concern again is parking, just like everybody else's, because this neighborhood's getting crowded. Dave's gonna have a lot more units in here too, so. But again, our concern should only be
But
parking.
Jesse Norder has a house right next to me, and I have an agreement for the lot, for the driveway.
Right.
Running the full length of the property, and it's all rock.
Right, yeah, that's what, I saw that when I went by. So, this is an 8 people, 4 beds, is that right?
And there's also room on the south side of the garage. If I rock that, if parking is a problem.
I mean, we all know boats are coming with the trucks,
Right.
so,
But that gives you capacity for
right,
3 boats.
parking, Dave, is a big concern.
Yeah.
Big, on every one of these, so.
I'm gonna make a motion to deny that one due to parking.
I second that.
This is to deny the permit. Liz?
Yes.
Lil?
No.
Greg?
Yes.
Denise?
Yes.
Jason?
No.
Leah?
No.
Fails due to lack of
Fails.
majority.
Yes. Correct.
Which lady?
Okay, this is to approve or disapprove conditional use permit for 305 Third Avenue East.
That one looks like it has a single driveway, is that right?
Correct.
That one does look like parking would be an issue.
There's room for 2 boats
Where would those go?
in the driveway.
So the driveway goes the full
driveway.
length of the
Yeah,
house?
yeah.
Okay.
It actually
see what you're saying.
Go to the other building in the back.
Okay, I see what you're saying. It's kinda covered by trees in the picture here.
So again, you know, we can't make the judgment call they're gonna be having boats on them, we just gotta go by spaces. So it's a tough call, because we all know what's gonna happen, but, we're looking at 4 spaces.
There's currently 8 people living in the house now, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Make it a motion to deny or approve?
I'll move to approve.
I'll second. Liz, to approve?
Yes.
Bill?
Yes.
Greg?
Yes.
Denise?
Yes.
Jason?
Yes.
Leah?
Yes.
I'd just like to say all these properties are currently rented to the capacity of what they are currently.
Dave, the parking at 306 is in back?
You got the parking on the street and then in the back, but it's not a hard surface in the back. If it became parking, it would have to be rocked or something. Currently, it's not used for parking.
Does the driveway on this lot, is that on the south here? Or that, you have a driveway, you said street parking?
Street.
Just street parking.
75, 75-foot lot?
Yeah, the driveway belongs to the neighbor to the north. There is no driveway to the south. It's just in the cement. It's not used.
So the one in the picture, that's not your driveway, that's the neighbor's driveway?
On the north side?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the neighbor's. But there's all kinds of room in the back, you know, it just has to be rocked.
think again, because of parking on that one, I would vote to disapprove. Motion to disapprove.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, to disapprove 306. Liz,
Yes.
Lil,
Yes.
Greg,
Yes.
Denise,
Yes.
Jason,
Yes.
Leah?
No.
So I got notes here, Dave, to say that one, front and back parking,
What's it, on
309.
306?
309.
Yeah.
I make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
To approve 309. Liz,
Yes.
Lil,
Yes.
Greg,
Yes.
Denise,
Yes.
Jason,
Yes.
Leah?
Yes.
Okay, 318 Third Avenue, can I get a motion to approve or disapprove?
I'll move to approve.
I'll second.
Yes.
318 Third Avenue East, to approve. Liz,
Yes.
Lil,
Yes.
Greg,
No.
Denise,
No.
Jason,
No.
Leah?
Yes.
That one failed, lack of majority.
That's why I voted no on it. Frontage,
Just don't look,
it just, if you put a pickup and boat in front, you're already on the,
Got the whole back and width of the whole back. And that's where they park now.
still a total of 4 vehicles.
we can't rehash it.
Yeah, it's been voted on.
I mean, this would be a good illustration, Dave, of just a good photo, for one thing. Because, again, I'm looking at that, just to give you a clarification, is I don't see the parking. I just don't see the parking. And even driving by it, I didn't see the parking. So that's a problem with that one. Now, you can adjust the back and take photos and show us you got parking and come back, but that's the reason parking, so. All right, moving on. We're looking at 619 Third Avenue East.
Motion to approve.
I second that.
Approve 619 Third Avenue East. Liz?
Yes.
Lil?
Yes.
Greg?
Yes.
Denise?
Yes.
Jason?
Yep.
Leah?
Yes.
Next one. 301 Fourth Avenue East. Corner lot.
It's current Airbnb and there's an in-person vote yes, or somebody that approved. I'd make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Looks like there's plenty of parking.
Okay, approve the 301 Fourth Avenue East. Liz?
Yes.
Lil?
Yes.
Greg?
Yes.
Denise?
Yes.
Jason?
Yes.
Leah?
Yes.
Okay. Next one. 307 Fourth Avenue East.
It is right next door to the property we just approved.
Yep.
Yes.
What was the parking situation there?
I got front and side. Dave?
Yeah, all along the north side and the street.
Again, it's been a current Airbnb and we had a phone call in favor. Concern is side by each with parking looks like that unit, I mean, both those units potentially would have enough parking.
Was that a citizen's complaint?
What was the concern from the? Their concern was at 706 Third Avenue West.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one didn't pass.
There were no concerns against this one. I make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Okay, to approve 307 Fourth Avenue East. Liz,
Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
Greg,
Yes.
Denise,
Yes.
Jason,
Yes.
Leah.
Yes.
Okay, next one. We have 413 Second Avenue, Second Street East, excuse me. 413 Second Street East.
That one, you can see the parking behind the house in the picture.
And I also own the lot next door to it. That's a corner lot.
Can I get a motion?
I motion to approve.
I'll second.
Approve 413 Second Street East. Liz,
Yes.
Lil,
Yes.
Greg,
Yes.
Denise,
Yes.
Jason,
Yes.
Leah.
Yes.
Next one, 115 Fifth Avenue East.
That looks like parking is just on the road.
And in the backyard is the driveway, all the way, backyard is. And that's a hard surface.
Do you own that whole lot behind there? Or, because from the picture, that's what it looks like.
No,
No.
just the 50 by
Okay.
150. I don't own the next lot back.
We just want to say too that we do have neighbors complaining about that one, so.
That one.
Yep.
Is this currently a rental or an Airbnb?
That's currently an Airbnb. Has been for a year and a half, 2 years. Somebody's complained about it being an Airbnb, or they just don't want it in the area?
Don't want it in the area.
I'm
You
more
just-
concerned about the parking situation.
Right.
You said if you fit, you have 7 people in that unit.
Mm-hmm.
You can,
Okay, but you won't have a 2-bedroom, right?
That's 3 bedrooms.
that's a 3-bedroom house.
So it's quite a bit of vehicles gonna be waiting to park at.
Yeah.
The backyard It can be.
Okay, so
Anything can be.
that's why I'm here.
Right.
You know, I just
Nope.
wanna make sure that
Nope.
it doesn't get out of hand and goes to my spot.
Yep.
One car per two bed. And he's like the rest of us thinking it's gonna be boats and trailers.
I'm gonna make a motion to deny that one.
Do I hear a second?
Yes, a second.
To deny 115 Fifth Avenue East, Liz,
Yes.
Lil,
No.
Greg,
Yes.
Denise,
Yes.
Jason,
Yes.
Leah.
No.
Has been denied.
Okay, next one, 310 Fifth Avenue East.
I'm not seeing a deserted driveway in that one, Dave.
Yeah, it runs full length and I know that lot goes a block long.
Okay. Is that light line? Is that light line through there? Is that the driveway?
Yeah.
It's on the south side of the building.
Mm-hmm.
I also own the property next to it, and there's parking there too, with another driveway.
Four bedroom. Yep, okay. Take a motion to approve or disapprove?
I'll move to approve.
A second.
Okay, to approve 310 Fifth Avenue East, Liz,
Yes.
Lil,
Yes.
Greg,
Yes.
Denise,
Yes.
Jason,
Yes.
Leah,
Yes.
approved.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Next one, 317 Fifth Avenue East.
make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
To approve 317 Fifth Avenue East, Liz,
Yes.
Lil,
Yes.
Greg,
Yes.
Denise,
Yes.
Jason,
Yes.
Leah,
Yes.
approved.
Okay, next one's 204 7th Avenue East, and it is an Airbnb at this point.
I make a motion to approve that one.
I'll second.
Okay, to approve 204 7th Avenue East, Liz,
Yes.
Lil,
Yes.
Greg,
Yes.
Denise,
Yes.
Jason,
Yes.
Leah,
Yes.
Okay, next one, 401 7th Avenue East.
I move to approve. There's plenty of parking there.
You also have one right beside it.
Dave, do you own that lot to the north of your 405?
No.
That's my concern, is you've got, 13 people that could be staying. And if we approve both of those right side by each.
If we fish them up to one person per bed instead of, capacity is two,
Mm-hmm.
you're really down to six.
I wrote plenty of
You know.
parking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you did? All right, so we're ready for a vote? Any more discussion, Jason? I mean, it's been first and seconded, but.
Yeah, I'm concerned about two
I
in
mean-
the same density area. Parking and. We can vote.
ready?
We got a
Okay,
first and second.
401 7th Avenue East, to approve, Liz,
No.
Lil,
Yes.
Greg,
Yes.
Denise,
Yes.
Jason,
No.
Leah,
Yes.
approved.
All right, next one. 405 7th Avenue East.
That's small.
And this currently is an Airbnb?
Yes.
Okay. Dave, there's no alleyway here, right? Okay. Can I get a motion to approve or
Yes.
Lil,
Yes.
Greg,
Yes.
Denise,
Yes.
Jason,
Yes.
Leah,
Yes.
approved.
Next one, 112 9th Avenue East.
I own 4 lots there, two on each side of the road. I've got hard parking, plenty of parking.
Motion to approve.
I'll second.
Who did first?
I did.
Oh, Jason. 112 9th Avenue East to approve. Liz,
Yes.
Lil,
Yes.
Greg,
Yes.
Denise,
Yes.
Jason,
Yes.
Leah,
Yes.
approved.
Okay, last one on the docket is 118 9th Avenue East. It's got good parking over there. Can I get a motion?
Motion to approve.
I'll second.
Approved 118 9th Avenue East. Liz,
Yes.
Lil,
Yes.
Ken, Greg,
Yes.
Denise,
Yes.
Jason,
Yes.
Leah,
Can I just say a couple things?
Yes, sir, please.
Dave, I just want to thank you for being here, and I want to thank you for being so honest with us. I mean, sometimes it kind of condemned you in some of them because you were so honest, but I really appreciate that. And it just, yeah, I mean, it's just, I appreciate that.
Is there any reconsidering any of these, like 318? You know, you said the parking was a problem. I feel that it does have adequate parking.
so
So-
you're saying the ones that you denied?
Right, that one was denied,
Okay, so the
but
one,
that one does make a really good Airbnb. It's currently long-term rented, but it does have 2.5 baths, you know, it makes a bit.
so your next step would be, Dave, would be you can appeal it to the council.
Okay,
Right.
because your comment was about the parking.
Correct, and, you know, Dave, I would just, so, as we started the event, on this front sheet, it tells you what to bring in. And lacking of information to us, we're looking at photos that aren't very good. So you brought in photos and showed your parking situation to
That
them.
might help you with the
Yes,
council.
it would improve it tremendously, so,
Okay.
even in the future. I mean, we can't do much except parking. Parking's the biggest thing, because we all.
I didn't realize you guys were gonna be this extensive, you know, going through each one.
Yeah, I mean,
You know.
this kind of package, I could not let it go through
I
as a
thought
whole.
this was a 10-minute deal.
No, no, I told them to pack their lunch.
So did we.
But, like Jason said, Dave, we appreciate you coming in and being honest with us.
And another thing too is, a lot of these are, you know, the ones that I have, they're not necessarily fishermen, you know, they're
Right.
long-term.
That's right.
You know,
Yeah.
they're nurses passing
Yep.
through, contractors coming
We
in.
understand
Yep.